I'm guilty. I do love my tchotchkes. I have lots and lots of tchotchkes, mostly flamingo themed type tchotchkes, and I'm sure that Mike would love it if they all burned up in a fire, but I like them and they make me happy, so they stay. Hey guys, welcome to TCR. Sid here. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Well, we are wrapping up winter here, which means I am in full spring cleaning mode, and I'm making a mess. So one of the really good things about the very, very beginning of the vid was, you know, kids were home from school, you had all this time on your hands, and I like cleaned everything out really well and did a bunch of stuff. And then probably about 6 months later, Mike was kind of working from home a little bit more. And I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying things tend to accumulate a little faster when there's more people home, and people, you know, you moms that are watching this right now, you know, you tend to become like a little bit of the maid, you know, the picking up after them or whatever. So every once in a while I just have to go through and like gut everything. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally going from cupboard to cupboard in the kitchen and creating new homes for things, getting rid of kitchen gadgets that we haven't touched in years that we'll never use, and just basically making more space and getting rid of some things. And I'm going to do this to the entire house, but I decided to start in the kitchen just because it generally tends to be the room that we use a lot, because we do a lot of cooking and canning and butchering and things like that. So why not start here? And in the midst of me kind of doing the inside of the house, Mike and Frank are working on several projects too. And they are rocking out in there right now. They're actually finishing the tile grout transition in her room. So we're going to sneak in there and take a peek. But they've got music blasting, so I'm probably gonna have to just have it be an action scene with music that I edit over it, because YouTube will get mad if they're singing along to music that she's playing. So let's go see. Look at trash bags. I've already taken like several bags of trash. I started at the bottom cupboards. So I have all this stuff on the counters right now because I'm going through everything. It's a hot mess express, let me tell you. Oh, but I gotta show you guys too. Real quick side note, I'll show you. So I've got my incubator going here, and I've got my jacket over it because I don't know how I feel about this incubator, kids. I really don't. But I've got a separate thermometer and humidity gauge in there, and then I've tested the temperature on top of that, and I keep getting all kinds of different readings. So I'm just hoping it's working. But I've got 5 geese eggs in here right now from my Sebastopol geese. So I'm hoping to have some goslings to sell. Y'all know, if you've watched the channel for any length of time, I love my Sebastopols. They're adorable. I've got Annie, Millie, Harrison, and Hugh. And Annie is my hardcore mama. She's actually sitting on a nest as well. But I did pull their first few eggs that they just kind of randomly laid before she started her nest and started this incubator up. So we'll see. We'll see how they go, but what is it? Let's see. I put these in on the 16th of February, and today's the 26th. So they're about a week in. Later tonight, I'll candle them and see if they're developing. I did see confirmation that they were mating. So in theory, the eggs are fertilized, but let's go check on them. I do love this time of year, kind of taking a minute and sort of getting rid of some things, donating some things we don't need, maybe selling some stuff that's, you know, worth something, and kind of just reevaluating all the things in your house. I'm guilty. I do love my tchotchkes. I have lots and lots of tchotchkes, mostly flamingo themed type tchotchkes, and I am sure that Mike would love it if they all burned up in a fire, but I like them and they make me happy, so they stay. But yeah, it's been a crazy day. Had some friends stop by. I've got another friend stopping by later, kind of in between while my house is ripped apart, but hey, it's all good. I did actually, and I was gonna film some of it, but I just couldn't. My goat, we got him when he was like 2 days old. We bottle fed him right at the beginning of 2020. Well, not at the beginning of 2020, but spring of 2020. Y'all know what we were doing. And I was like, if I'm ever gonna do a bottle fed animal, this is the time. I have the time right now. So he slept in the laundry room and I slept on the couch, and I just, got up every couple hours and, bottle fed him and did the whole 9 yards. Just got to the point where we've decided to kind of go in a different direction. And so, and Mike cannot stand the goats. He hates them. So actually basically put him out to pasture today. I found somebody who's starting their own little herd. Just fell in love with Neil's picture and me telling them about him. And so my famous little TV goat that got to be on a clip of The Hustler with me on ABC, he's now gonna he's got his own little herd that he's gonna be having fun with and living his best life. So I'm happy for him. I did get teary when he left. It was definitely a little bittersweet to say goodbye to him. Caroline is very close to kidding, so I needed to separate her anyway. She's in a separate little area right now with some bedding, and she's having her mucus, and she's getting there. She's about ready to kid. Just, it's gonna be back to that for a little bit, and then once we get them squared away, the same gentleman is probably going to go ahead and take her as well. So we'll be out of the goat era for us and on to some different things. But it was definitely hard to say goodbye to him. I know it's going to be harder for me to say goodbye to Caroline just because, and it's silly, but because I milked her, she, I don't know, we just have a different bond now since after milking her. It's going to be hard to say goodbye. It's harder when you have animals when you go into it knowing that they're not for meat. When you're using them for other things, you do tend to get a little bit more attached than you would to an animal that you're raising strictly for meat. So it's just a little bit harder. But with that being said, I am excited for her kidding. And I think it's going to be, it's coming up here. I think she's getting close. So her ligaments almost completely squishy. She's got a little mucus happening. She's definitely a little bit engorged. So she's bagging. She's all the signs. she's there. So yeah. So it's. I think it's going to be game on. I think probably early next week. It's Saturday today, so I think probably early next week we're gonna have babies. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay. So this cupboard was full of baking stuff. Like full. And so, but now, there's room in it again. And then my junk drawer is more cleaned out. I still need to clean. This is the first pass, I guess you could say. Because you know how stuff falls and gets nasty. I got a lot to do still. So what are you doing, kiddo?
We're putting grout on tile that's been here for so long because it's one of the unfinished projects that have to get finished.
Accurate.
So we're finishing it.
Cool beans, yo.
Yeah.
So Frankie's now a tile mason.
Oh, all right. Add that to your resume, my dear.
Yep.
Remember trade school?
Yep.
Trade school.
Well, this is a trade. So yeah. It doesn't look too bad, actually.
No, it looks good.
I was worried the grout was too light. Actually, no. Frankie was worried the grout was too light. I wanted to go even lighter.
Oh, no, because it shows
yeah,
the
he
dirt.
said white.
No.
And I was like,
oh God, no.
Yeah.
I personally like that charcoal dark grout, but this is not heinous.
Yeah.
It's just you can't. It just shows the dirt is all.
Frankie picked it.
Yeah, I picked this one. It was either this one or one that was almost the wall color, except kind of like the living room wall color.
That's what I would have done.
And I almost went for that one, but then I was like, compromise between light and a little bit
It's a little too early to sponge it. I need to let it sit for another half hour.
Okay. Good job, kids. Good job. Keep at it. All right, so I still have a lot of work ahead of me. They're still working in there. I've got to get these cupboards cleaned out. And I just feel the need to gut, just spring, renewal. It all has to go. Just everything. I just want a clean slate. I want to start all over. Let's do it. Got Frankie's birthday in a couple weeks. We're going to Garth Brooks next weekend, next Saturday. So Frankie's real big first real big first concert, and she's super excited to go see Garth. We're going with her godmother, one of my really good girlfriends, and so I cannot wait. So excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications.